What is good, everybody? Today we're back with a brand new horror action figure setup to celebrate Halloween, and we are back in the kitchen and bigger than ever. What is good, everybody? Happy Halloween out to everyone out there, man. We are excited for another month of October here in 2024, and we have a brand new action figure setup. It's horror, it's WWE. We're mixing them together again, man. We're in the kitchen like we always are, and we have a brand new setup for you. Can't wait to showcase it to you today. So let's go ahead and dive into it, man. Hope everybody's having a safe Halloween season. Hopefully everybody is doing good out there, man. But anyways, let's dive into the setup. I'm going to take you through each individual thing, showcase the figure, showcase what we have going on here, explain what we have going on, and let's get into the setup. So what we can do is start off in this corner, and we will work our way around the entire setup and work our way right back, man. So let's get into it in the corner right here, starting out with Frankenstein and his love, of course, over here. You know, they're trying to keep it peaceful. They're trying to keep it peaceful over here, not trying to get involved in any violence of any kind, man. They just want to go the hell home. So I have them over here just chilling in the corner, trying to figure out, I guess, how to get these shackles off. So we do have Mr. and Mrs. Frankenstein over here, just trying to stay safe in the corner. But if we come forward, man, no safety for Michael Myers. One of our Michael Myers. You'll notice that we have a lot of clones around here. Some of them repeats, some of them are not repeats, but we do have John Cena returning the favor. You know, I got to get some action in with the WWE action figures fighting back against the horror action figures. So we do have John Cena impaling this Michael Myers straight through the gullet right there. He is bleeding out. So, you know, John Cena, that's the GOAT right there. Had to have him getting some payback on Michael Myers, as we do throughout our action figure setup. Coming forward from there, man, we do have the Nun. Now, this right here, you know, Kevin Owens is kind of known for this, right? Anytime he's involved in some spooky stuff, he's just, he's turning Super Saiyan. He's like, F this, man. I'm going to go one-on-one with this Nun, and if I go down in a heap of fire, I will go down in a heap of fire. But he's going to fight. That's what Kevin Owens does, so he is fighting the Nun. So the Nun and Kevin Owens are going one-on-one right here, man. And you know what? I like his odds. I don't know about that, but you know what? He's going to do his best. So we do have Kevin Owens and the Nun squaring off. But if we come over here, we do have CM Punk, a bloody, you know, donning the Crimson Mask CM Punk with a chain, and he is fighting one-on-one with Leatherface, who has the chainsaw, and CM Punk is trying to hold it up there, trying to defend himself. I guess he has been sliced open. He's got blood all over his shorts. Leatherface has blood all over his apron. So they're just kind of doing war here, man. You know, we like to have fights here. It's not always, you know, guys just getting impaled by the horror action figures. You got to have some fight back. So CM Punk and Leatherface are doing war there. But if we come over here, we do have a giant Part 7 Jason Voorhees with this gigantic hatchet or axe, and he's about to grab Darby Allin. Darby Allin on top of the ladder, and it looks like he's about to jump off the ladder, who is about to jump onto the Part 5 Jason over here. You know, it's not really Jason Voorhees, but we do have him laying on this barbed wire table or platform, and Darby Allin is about to take flight onto him, but he's unaware of Part 7 Jason behind him about to grab him. We have these giant statues and stuff. I like to make usage out of them in these setups. So Darby Allin unaware there. He's about to take flight himself. He's pretty excited about it, but little does he know he's about to get grabbed, so we'll see how that all progresses for him. Coming from the Part 7, man, we go over here. We do have Jason Voorhees. Freddy versus Jason, and Freddy versus Jason sounds absolutely ridiculous, but you know what I mean. Hulk Hogan getting impaled right there, man. Poor Hulk Hogan getting destroyed by the machete right there. That is the second person falling victim to that move right now. But Jason Voorhees has taken care of Hulk Hogan right there. We wasn't quick enough, kind of like Dr. Loomis down here, face down. He could not get away, so Jason Voorhees, he had his mask knocked off. They fought a little bit, but ultimately he couldn't get the job done, so Jason has taken over Hulk Hogan. But if we come forward right here, MJF, his arm has been stuck to the stove, and his arm has caught on fire by Pennywise. So the OG Pennywise right here getting his revenge, I guess you could say, on MJF. MJF's arm on fire right there. Caught ablaze. He's a bloody mess. Pennywise the Clown, taking out MJF here in the setup as well. And then we do have this massive little thing of weapons right here. I kind of left this out by accident, so I do apologize for that. But this is where I have all the weapons stored to use in the setups or for the displays and stuff. It's just an easy way to do so. But let's move on, man. This is kind of a low-key one of my favorite parts of the setup. I thought this was kind of crazy, but we do have Logan Paul kind of stuck by this tire. And we have Freddy Krueger kind of having him living in his own hell, in his own nightmare. We have the exorcism, the girl just vomiting right into his face. And, I mean, that just sounds like pure hell. So we do have these, like, demon dogs surrounded by Logan Paul or surrounding Logan Paul. He can't move anywhere, and he is literally getting just absolutely doused right here. So, I mean, I can't imagine a worse scenario. I mean, it's absolutely brutal out here for Logan Paul. But, you know, I also like to think she tried the Prime, and then it just projectile vomited everywhere. I don't know. I have tried Prime. It's not that bad, but I thought it was a funny thing there. I don't know. Coming forward from the projectile vomit, we do have Michael Myers, who is on fire. This is part 2, Halloween 2, whatever you want to say. He is engulfed in flames after taking out Loomis and everything. We do have Eddie Kingston right here, and I thought it was funny because he's holding a gas can. He's a bloody mess. He's trying his best to fight off Michael Myers, but Michael Myers will not stop coming after him. So he's ablaze, just walking after him, knocking over furniture, all those things, coming after Eddie Kingston. So Eddie Kingston did his best, set him on fire. It's not stopping Michael Myers. I don't know what the next step is, but he may just have to put the gas can down and throw hands. We'll have to see how it does for him, but we shall find out later. Coming forward from the stove, man, we have this remake Jason, Friday the 13th, the remake from 2009, I believe it was. You have 2 of them here, so what makes this cool is we have one part down right there, and then we have, another one here. And, Stone Cold Steve Austin's opened a can of whoop-ass here in the setup. He's got the crossbow. He went hunting. He took out one of the voorhees, and now he's telling the other one, he's pointing at him, he's like, do you really want this work? Do you want this work right now? And, he's coming after him again there. So we do have him with the crossbow about to go right at this one. And you know what, too? Just good old country boys going to war right here. I mean, what do you got? You let me know who you have. Honestly, I got to respect the hustle from Stone Cold here, going one-on-one with Voorhees. You never know. You never know what could happen. But he took one out, and now he's going after the other one. After our country boys square off, we do have Captain Spaulding. He has locked down Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta, a bloody mess here. He's got the meat cleaver. He's going after him right here. Couldn't imagine a worse scenario right here. I know we said this earlier, but, I mean, you imagine being trapped down right there on this table, kind of this Operation Frankenstein-style table, and you wake up, you have a clown with a meat cleaver over you. I mean, that is just about everybody's worst nightmare in their dreams. So this is a terrifying scenario, but I thought this looked pretty good. I always like to utilize the Frankenstein table here, and Captain Spaulding is absolutely terrifying. Rest in peace there. I actually got to meet him back in the day, and it was a nice experience there before he sadly passed away. But we do have a nice setup for him here for Captain Spaulding. One of the newest figures in this setup, actually. But back here we do have Candyman, and you say his name 3 times, and he'll come after you. But 3 of the most dangerous letters in all of wrestling is the RKO, and that is Randy Orton coming out of nowhere and surprising him with an RKO out of nowhere right there on the countertop. So I wanted to, again, you got to have some back and forth. It's not always horror, just destroying the characters. So we do have some wrestlers getting some back in there. So we have Randy Orton with an RKO on Candyman right here. And if we come to the left, man, we do have, I think it's the Creep. Is it the Creep here? He's kind of reaching out. He can't really move because he is kind of disabled right there on the table, taken out by Jeff Hardy. And we do have Jeff Hardy and Rob Van Dam on top of this giant pumpkin, which I have not yet carved nor painted. But we do have Jeff Hardy and RVD on top, bailing off, taking advantage of the situation. So we have Jeff Hardy about to swanton bomb onto the Creep. The Creep's like, and he's probably so damn brittle that when the swanton comes down on him, he's going to snap in half just like the table. So probably a cloud of dust, and he's out of there. But we do have Jeff Hardy and RVD ready to go off right there. But we also have Michael Myers surprising another victim here in the setup. We do have a female character. Now, this is Candice Michelle. But, any horror movie you watch, there's usually some sort of victims there. So we do have Michael Myers surprising her from behind there. And you do have, I think this is the Halloween Ends version of Michael Myers. Terrible film, but at least we can make usage out of the figure here in the setup. I do like the charred and kind of beaten to hell Michael Myers version here. Just the film was just so dreadful, man. Just an awful film. You either love that movie or you hate it. And I was one of the ones that just could not stand the movie. But at least the figure's cool. We get a cool figure out of it, I guess you could say. All right, man, coming forward from there, we do have Sam here getting in on Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder, choking him out with the chain right there. So we do have him surprising him from behind there. I wanted to do something fun with him. Maybe we'll do that in another setup, maybe with like some different kitchen items and stuff like that. But we do have Sam surprising him from behind and kind of choking him there. I kind of like the tongue out head sculpt. Kind of looks like you're getting choked out, because you're trying to fight so hard. But if we come from behind there, we do have Roman Reigns, who has just taken out this giant Jason Voorhees, and he is in celebration right there. Him and Batista did take down this gigantic Jason Voorhees body. And after that, we do have Ash here, who also helped. So he's got the gun there. He took him out. All three of those guys teaming up to take him down. You know, I don't know who would ultimately win the setup. Maybe that could be something solved in the comment section below. But Batista and Roman Reigns taking out this beastly Jason Voorhees, this massive, like 30-inch Jason Voorhees figure here in the setup. But from there, we do have Ghostface, and he is chasing after AJ Styles with a machete. I try to keep the facial expressions realistic, so you do have everybody screaming and reacting. It just kind of gives you the most realistic feel when these guys are screaming and everything, and kind of adds to the realism of the setup, which is what we like to try to maintain when we do these setups. But Ghostface chasing after AJ Styles right there. And then one of my personal favorite parts of the entire setup has to be Kurt Angle locking in the ankle lock on Victor Crowley. He's in agony right here. He's like, ah, and he's just got the ankle lock locked in right there. And it doesn't matter, you know, there's no disqualifications. There's no taps here, so he could really just break his ankle off, I guess, if he wanted to. But Kurt Angle did, you know, he's got the comeuppance right here in the setup with the ankle lock. I like that pose, too. I like the, you know, the downward angle right there. You can see Victor Crowley in pain and agony from the ankle lock, which I'm pretty sure I liked my brother in that multiple times as kids, and I'm sure that's what he looked like. And honestly, this figure kind of resembles him, too. So from our ankle lock, man, we have the rock bottom about to take place. We have John Carver, I think it is, about to get rock bottom off this platform through the table. So that's kind of what we have here. It's kind of like a candy dish, whatever, but not today. It's about to be a candy dish straight to hell, because we're about to have a rock bottom from the Rock to John Carver through the table off the platform, and I like that right there. So the Rock, I really like this expressive Ultimate Edition head sculpt, and I like how it's, you know, you use it right here, platform off the top, put through the table. You love to see it. And also we have Annabelle up here, and Annabelle actually, she has escaped from her box. So her box fell over right here, and since it tipped over, it has allowed her to escape. So we do have her kind of watching the setup. You never know what could happen next, but we do have her up top there. So we work our way down from there, man. We do have Jimmy Uso super kicking Leatherface. So Leatherface is getting super kicked right here. Coming after Jimmy Uso with the chainsaw. Didn't pan out for him. He got super kicked right in the jaw, and he has been mannequined. And that means that he's going to fall over and probably drop the chainsaw, and they'll have to do war with it right there and try to get the upper hand there. But Jimmy Uso locking in a nice super kick. We also have this, and I thought this was hilarious. I have this coffin with Nosferatu in it, and you can see the expression on his face, and it just ties in perfectly with this Danhausen facial expression. So it's like he's kind of hunting around. He opens up the coffin. Boom, you have Nosferatu, and then he pans up, and then you have Danhausen there. So I thought that was kind of funny. They're kind of making pretty much the exact same expression, which I thought was kind of comical. So I did keep that together there. And they low-key look like they could be a team together. They look like this would be Nosferatu's manager, or I don't know, like he brought him to life kind of. That's what it looks like to me. I can see kind of some design inspirations between the two guys. Coming from Danhausen and Nosferatu, we do have Brock Lesnar over here, and Brock Lesnar has beat the holy hell out of all these guys. So we do have Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses. Now, the figure did snap at the elbow, but I'd like to imagine that Brock Lesnar just ripped his arm off and then beat the hell out of him with his own arm. That's kind of what crosses my mind when I see this. So Brock Lesnar just went crazy. He's beating up a couple corpses of Jason Voorhees, and he also took out Otis. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here in this setup for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's always has some good offense in these setups, so continue the trend, continue the tradition, the yearly tradition of Brock Lesnar just beating the holy hell out of whoever he comes in contact with. That's what we have going on right here. And can you imagine having your arm ripped off and then beaten with it? It's just got to be very just humiliating. All right, man, we're coming up on our final stretch. This is probably one of my favorite setup parts as well. We do have Edge in the lowrider right here. Now, what makes this fantastic is you'll see a corpse of Voorhees here. So he has run over this version. We have a Part 7 getting drugged by a chain by Jon Moxley in the back of this car here. He's riding in the back of the car, pulling the corpse of this Jason Voorhees, or this, you know, the zombified version of Jason Voorhees from Part 7. But then we have Edge here, and he's going so fast in the vehicle that it's blowing his hair back. He's going very, very fast here. He's already run over one victim. He's in the process of running over another victim. So guys just rolling over the car. Jon Moxley's choking out this version of the Voorhees. And then he is full-fledged just going 100 miles an hour, whatever the case is, straight into this giant Jason Voorhees right here. And maybe he takes it out. Maybe he goes for the legs, goes for the cut tackle, takes him down, cuts him down to size, and I don't know what happens from there, but I thought it looked funny because when this Edge is driving the car, it looks like his hair is blowing straight back. So I just thought that was so good. I think we've done that effect before in a setup, but it just adds to the realism, and running over a couple Jasons here and the love Edge's hair blowing back. I just think it adds a lot of realism to the setup and everything like that. So he's taking out people, about to take out the giant voorhees and probably knock him down, cut tackle him fall over, crush the car, crush the Edge. And you know what? He went out in the blades of glory. Look at him. Look at it. Look at his face right here. You think he gives a flying F, Brad? I don't think so. From there we move on, man. We have probably one of the cooler parts right here. We have a bloodied up Cody Rhodes right here. And he's got this sword, and he is about to go one-on-one with Michael Myers. I apologize for some of the lighting right here. Not the greatest lighting. I know that. I know the lighting right here is not great, but I still think it's sick. So you have a knife-wielding Michael Myers versus Cody Rhodes with a sword, and he's a bloody mess. So I just thought that it was pretty epic. So we have a bloody Cody and Michael just about to do absolute war. I'm taking Cody right here, man. I got the American Nightmare right there. You got the American Nightmare versus the Boogeyman. Who you got? Last but not least, we have Lance right here tied up in this barbed wire, and we have this hair dryer. So I guess part of the heat took off Chucky's face. I'm not sure, but we do have Tiffany and Chuck right here about to take out him with the plugged-in hair dryer right here. So I thought that was kind of cool. It was already plugged in there, so I was like, you know what, make usage out of it. I don't even know why that's there. I don't even know who plugged this in. Who plugged this in? I have no clue, but I decided to use it in the setup because I think it adds to the creation and the creative nature of the entire thing. But that is the full setup to its entire completion. But now I've got to know down in the comment section below what your favorite part of the setup was, man. Which part of the horror action figure setup is your favorite? I do always enjoy this every single year. It is a lot of work, man, so if you will, please leave me a like down in the comment section below. And a huge shout out to my man, Crypt Toys, man. That's my brother over there, for hooking me up with the horror collection to make this video. Go check out his channel, link in the description below. But I do appreciate you fellas for watching. Leave me a like and comment down below again. Down below what your favorite portion of the setup was, and also maybe who your favorite horror character is, or what your favorite franchise is, man. Maybe even your favorite Halloween candy, man. Personally, I love Skittles and Snickers. You got like a little piece of candy there, chocolate, and then like regular candy. But nonetheless, man, I'm getting the hell out. Hope you guys did enjoy. Huge shout out to our Patreon members, man. Appreciate all those fellas over there. Thank you guys so very much for your continued support. But I'm getting the hell out. Thank you guys for watching. Have a happy Halloween, safe travels, and all the good stuff. I'll hope you guys have a blessed one, and I'll catch you guys later.